Hey guys, how are you? How you doing? And welcome back to another episode of the Sorare Road to Glory. My name is Josh, and this is the second time this has been uploaded because note to self, always make sure your microphone is recording. However, that does mean there's going to be some bonus bits in this episode for you guys. We're going to be crafting some cards. I'm going to be showing you how our weekend went and showing you what hot streaks we did manage to collect. We've got a big international break coming up. We've got some fantastic cards to be able to use over that. But let's get into our weekend results and claim these rewards. So as we can see, we can claim our glory here, and we are going to be showing you exactly what we got. So we got promoted to Division 1 with our second La Liga side and also our fourth Division 1 Premier League side. So we got 4 teams. We then did get the La Liga hot streak, $250, and it wasn't our main team that managed to get it, which I think is why it's so important to utilize all the slots. And we're back on the leaderboard in the Premier League as well, $10 for that first streak. So as we move on through, we'll be able to see we picked up a nice 6,039 essence, 700 common essence, and 4,000 XP. And XP cannot be understated enough in Sorare this year. I do think it is super important, so make sure you're using XP on your players. And we are going to be jumping in to crafting some cards for you guys, showing you our lineups. So let's check our results and what did go on. So our Liverpool team did okay, a huge result for the boys against Arsenal, and I'm really happy with how it went. Dominic Szoboszlai's free kick, absolutely magical, possibly better than his one for Hungary. But a really good result for Liverpool, and this score wasn't too bad, and with a decisive from one of the forwards would have been even better. But it was this team that did it for us, got us a streak, 2,000 Premier League essence. Vicario, lots of AA despite not keeping a clean sheet. Romero, last man tackle. Bruno with that penalty, and the only thing that infuriates me a little bit about that is if he scored the penalty against Fulham, we would have been still on that third Premier League streak, but he did score this one, and Burmo was really good in the game as well. Kudus slightly letting us down, but I did think Tottenham would be a little bit better than they were, but I think this has taught me that it's really important in the non-stacks to go with that 2-2-1 to get that 2%, because with Haaland in here, we would have been collecting some cash as well. As you can see, we were only 12 points away, so with a Haaland score in there, we're probably collecting $40 or $60 as well. Then we had our extra team, Caicedo playing really well, Salah no decisive, and Pickford conceding 2 to Wolves. And then the Palace team on 399 points. Wharton's out for a while, Sarr's out for a while, so we'll be looking at what to do with our Palace team over the international break. And then the team that got us $250. This is our main team. This was the one that was 369 points. Mbappe, 2 disallowed goals, and as our captain, that would have been enough. However, we got opted up. The Opta gods were looking down on us. Frankie de Jong and Aaron Escudel did everything they could for us. Rafinha definitely could have got an assist early on, tried to pull it back, should have pulled it back, sorry, and his shot, he dragged it wide, would have put Barcelona 1-0 up, but Frankie de Jong was that AA machine in there, and we have picked up some improvements with the money that we did win for that 4th La Liga streak. And I've been looking ahead to the fixtures, and Barcelona for me is a standout fixture, but Real Madrid players can always play well. And then our last lineup, that throwaway team. We're then putting out our commons, and make sure you do put these out because there are now hot streaks in common, Eredivisie. All of these players may be moving on from our gallery as well as contender, as I've said before. But that is super, super exciting for us. We have then got Arena Elite to be playing for this upcoming weekend. Now, the only thing with Arena Elite is it does cost 1,000 essence. And the only thing that you need to do is keep it under a certain cap, I believe, or maybe it isn't this one. Let's just see what we would throw in here. Well, so it's under 260, sorry, it's just down there. But you can get 5,000 essence back or 15,000 essence if you get into a golden arena. And when we look at the quality of players that we have in our gallery, I do think it would be possible if we can come up with a combination here as to under 260. We've got some great goalkeepers to use as well. I do think we might be able to pick up a good reward. So we'll be looking to do that for you, and I'll show you guys what teams we do in the next Road to Glory episode. We've got 4,000 XP, so we will be looking to level up some cards. I'm not going to show you the cards because that will be a spoiler as to a couple that we have picked up, unless we want to look in the gallery. But let's get crafting. We're going to be able to craft 6 cards unless we get a good room, and then we might use some of our essence. But we have got a standard room to start, and I do always go for number 8, so let's go for that. And we have got Franco Cervi from Celta Vigo. Is he a starter? I'm not too sure. He is a 1-star. We had Delict in there, a little bit painful missing out Mattia Delict. And let's see what our essence is. So we've got 10% Eredivisie, 31% La Liga, and 58% Premier League, so that could be huge for us. Cervi hasn't played in a little while. I'm going to guess that he's injured, to be honest. But we will claim him anyway, and we'll get him into the gallery. So not the best start. However, 5 more. Let's see what we can do. And these are bonuses because this wasn't meant to be part of this video, so you can thank my lack of audio recording for that. But we're going to go for number 8 again. And we have picked up Brian Brobby, who has just transferred to Sunderland, I believe. So that might not be too bad of a pickup. A brand new Premier League card there for us. He held out for the transfer. He did get it. Martinelli, I'm not too fussed about because he doesn't score fantastically for Arsenal. And Eze, I think, will take his place. Tete would have been nice, but I'm actually not disappointed with that. Brian Brobby, we will take that indeed. Then we will move on to our third craft of the video. And please, I was about to say EA, Sorare, give us a tier 2 or better room, because otherwise we're going to have to take number 8 again and again. And we get Baptiste Santamaria. And who else? Oh, there's Bruno in there. Bruno was in there. Carvajal was in there. And that is a painful one for us. Joe Rodon was also in there. But we'll claim Santa Maria and we'll move on past that painfulness and into another craft. Let's see what we can get. So we're in another standard room. And this time, boys, we're just going to shut our eyes. Number 2. We have picked up an Une Vencedor. James Milner would have been in there. No one fantastic in that craft. We have Brian Mendes in there. Might have been okay for our 4th Spanish division team if we're looking to pick one up. But as the essence that we got left here, we got basically 50-50 chance. All La Liga or Premier League. So we'll claim him. 24 years old, hasn't played yet this season. And that leaves us with 2 crafts remaining. Give us a good room. Here we go. So we have got a special tier 2, all guaranteed or better. The essence that we have left is a lot of Premier League. I think we're going to reveal the nationalities. We've got the clue. So let's do that. We have got Israel, Argentina, Portuguese, and a lot of Spanish. I'm debating, do we use the league on here or not? Now, we've got Denmark, Serbia, Argentina. Portugal's calling me. It's calling me. Any of these could be Pedri, Yamal. But Portugal is calling me after missing out on that earlier Bruno Fernandes. So let's do it. Who have we got? We've picked up Renato Vega, who's not going to be too bad. And we do miss out. Who do we miss out on? We miss out on a Milenkovic, a Dorgu, Simone from Athletic Madrid, Solomon, who's just transferred to Villarreal. But Renato Vega, he has transferred a lot of money, and he will probably be coming into that team. So I'm actually not super disappointed with that. I think it was worth the chance. Fran Garcia has been dropped for Correas, who's been great for us. And Alvaro Nunes has scored well for Eibar. But I'm not super disappointed with that, to be honest with you. And I think even if I knuckled down on the league there, it wouldn't have been anything different. So we've got 84% chance of Premier League here. And a special tier 2. Oh, we've got no clues. No, we've got no clues. And we have got 1 guaranteed star. Boys, I think we are about to feel pain. I think we are about to feel pain. Let's go for number 8. As always, the lucky number. Steven Gerrard, lucky number. Let's see what we've got. And we get Amadou Nana. It's not going to be the star. Who is going to be the star of the room? Oh, it was Flo Wirtz. Oh, that's a little bit painful. So we missed out on Bruno and Florian Wirtz in this crafting session. We have picked up a couple of decent cards, I will say. I'm not super disappointed with it. It could have been much, much better. Florian Wirtz would have been lovely for the Liverpool team. I'm not actually too sure on what his price is currently. Would have been a nice £65 coming into the gallery. And then Bruno, who we also missed out on, would have been, yeah, about 75. So it's about £130 we missed out on, which would have been absolutely huge. But we will claim Unana. To be honest with you, if I had clues there, if I would have kept the nationality clue, I probably would have just gone German because Florian Wirtz is there. And I don't think any of the other nations, apart from England there, would have been calling us. So I definitely would have picked Florian Wirtz, which is a little bit painful. However, we'll claim Amadou Unana. He'll be joining the gallery. And that will be our crafting session done for today. But the $250 that we did win from our La Liga team was fantastic. I'm looking forward for after the international break, trying to get that 4th streak and $1,000 in. So if you boys do have any suggestions for me, pop them down in the comments of players to pick up for that game week. We've got a lot of Barcelona, a lot of Real Madrid, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm also going to strengthen the Premier League teams over the window as well. We're going to be looking to bring in possibly Mark Guay into one of these teams, as he has scored absolutely fantastically. We see here, as he's held on to Palace, not joined the Mighty Reds just yet. 300, minimum score of 52 in every game so far this season. Up at that £30 price mark. We've got one. We've not used him yet, so I'm going to look to bring that in. But that is going to be the end of today's episode. If you guys have enjoyed me enduring a little bit of pain by claiming all of our prizes, crafting the cards for you, then please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for the next episode, and drop down any comments as to what you won this weekend or what you are looking forward to when football returns after the international break. And I'll catch you boys in the next episode later in the week. Thanks for watching.